Welcome back to another video, guys, and in this video I'm going to talk about some of the best low density apartment units suburbs that you could consider investing in Melbourne for 2026. And this video is really going against the grain of what is talked about in today's social media about property investment, about which locations to consider for investment, as everyone knows that houses usually and always will outperform units over the long term because of land content. However, for those of you who are on tight budget looking for high yield opportunities, I have a couple of suburbs for you guys to consider, and I wanted to go through some of them today for you guys. Now, before I do go into that, guys, if you haven't already, sign up to my free newsletter. Every single week I go through a different suburb, I talk about a different topic and giving you insights that you don't always get on YouTube. This newsletter will provide you the information, keep you updated on the property network, what's happening in the sphere, so that you guys will remain educated, informed about what and where you are best to invest into. Because if you're not part of the community like this, part of the newsletter, part of the YouTube, if you're not subscribed, then you are missing out on absolute gems of content that could help you decide and shape where your next investment will be. It's completely free. Simply drop your email and get free access and have a read. There are so many different articles for you guys to have a read, so many different suburbs that I talk about on a weekly basis that is beneficial for you. So don't wait any longer and sign up to the newsletter, guys. Now let's talk about the first location, and that is West Footscray. If you don't know where West Footscray is, it's very close to Melbourne CBD. It is a location that has plenty of opportunity for low density apartments and units and even low density townhouses available in this area. And when you look at the data behind it, it's actually looking fairly decent. Now the median buy price is around $377,000, and you can find low density opportunities for under $500,000 with above a 5% yield. Some really good opportunities you can get above 6 to 7% yield, but I haven't seen as many consistently as hashtag is showing. Nonetheless, that you can see that the price growth has been fairly minimal over the past 10 years. In fact, it's decreased in price over the past 3 years, but that does give us reason to believe there could be an opportunity here when it comes to units. Rental increases have been happening, and like I said, this is going against the grain. So if you choose to invest in this, you are going against the herd. Like I do with a lot of my investments, I go against the herd, and hence I'm looking at opportunities like this. And we start to scroll down, you can see it has very good socioeconomic. It has a 9 ersatz score. It has a renter to owner occupier ratio of 40%, which is at the cusp, but the unit to house ratio, importantly, is only 42%. So it's not an apartment dominated location. It's got a fairly even spread of units to houses, which means that supply is limited for units and there is opportunity for capital growth to occur. And when we look at the affordability, you can see that this is a very affordable suburb for local residents in the area. It's under 30 years. It's well under 30 years. And you compare this with houses in the area, it is well below the median, which is what we want when we're considering contrarian opportunities. Now, what's positive is that the inventory level is only about 2 months of stock, which isn't an overly abundant amount. It's a decent amount. And we have days on the market, which is 31 days and trending down, which means that there is more demand in the area. And I'm recording this post budget, and I do think opportunities like this and suburbs like this will start to pick up even more as investors look for different asset types and higher yielding opportunities, driving up property prices. And you can also see the vacancy rate is 0.98%, which is exactly what we want. We want a tight rental market because tight rental markets attracts investors, helps us increase rents, and helps upkeep and maintain the property. And so we have an example property like this. Now, this one was sold on April of 2026 for $450,000. It is a very basic brick unit. It's got a decent interior, perfectly rentable. Definitely on the older side, could do with the cosmetic reno to uplift equity, but it's still a decent opportunity to consider. And when you start to look at the rental return on the property, you can see a 1x1 apartment / unit is going for about $410, and a 2x1 is going for around $515 per week. And so if I was being generous and putting the numbers in, $450 for the purchase price, $25K for about stamp duty, you're about $76,000 all in on a 10% deposit. Now, if you put a 20% deposit, then you're about $121,000. Now, rent per week, I'm putting $450, so that gives you around a 5% yield. You might get slightly above, slightly lower, but you'll generally get around the 5% mark. Now, you do have land tax to consider as well in Victoria, so that's important to factor in. And so at a 20% deposit, you're around negative $6,000 per year, which is really, really good from a cash flow standpoint. It is relatively affordable for most investors out there. Now, if you were to go with the 10% deposit, it is still acceptable. It's only around negative $9,000 per year, especially when you compare it to a lot of places where people are buying at the moment on low 3 to 4% yields. They're putting around $20K per year. And remember, any properties purchased post budget do not get negative gearing. So then you'll have to stomach that entire cost into your cash flow. And that's really important to remember. And you can find opportunities like this, sort of older red brick townhouses. You can also find nice and newer ones, but they do come at more of a premium price point, like this being sold for $565. So that's simply just one location that you guys can be considering in today's market. Now, if you haven't already, guys, jump into the private community, because I talk about opportunities like this on a daily basis. We have over 250 members helping each other out. It's $40 a month. It is an absolute steal for the amount of value content you guys actually get when you are part of the private community like this. I help you tailor your strategy. I help you identify locations, and I help you review properties that you're about to purchase. It is practically a buyer's agent service without the sourcing part of it. And I tell you what, I have more of an interest to help you guys achieve your property goals than most buyer's agents do. So if you have any questions, jump into the private community and I'll help you out, guys. And let's head back into the next location. Now, the next location I want to talk to you guys about is Kingsville. Now, Kingsville is a good location to consider, very close to West Footscray, so you can see where exactly I'm covering, because there's an abundant amount of opportunities in that pocket of suburbs. And when you look at this price point, it's around 400k. Realistically though, I've seen property prices around the 500k for good units and yields around the 5% mark. And when you start to scroll down, you can see once again it's a very contrarian opportunity for low density units in this area. Prices have been going down for the past 3 years, 5 years or so, but we're seeing stabilization and more momentum picking up in markets like this. Rents have been increasing with around 3% growth, which is what we want to see. And when we look at the fundamentals, once again it is very strong. 10 ersatz score, close to Metro Melbourne. It is 37% rented to owner occupier ratio and only 39% units to houses, which is what we want. We want the unit to house ratio to remain low. And when we look at affordability, it is once again very stellar. Under 30 years, the comparison between median houses to median unit prices is very big, which means there's a gap of opportunity there. And when we look at the inventory levels, it's around 2.14 months. Not stellar, but it's still acceptable and good. And days on market is 21 days and trending down, which is what we want to see in a rising market. And vacancy rate is only around 1.22%, so very tight rental market as well. And hold period is 11 years, so people hold on to their assets here, which means there's opportunity for growth in suburbs like this. And you can pick up a good little rental property like this. It's a 2x1 unit, red brick unit that's sold for $510,000, which is cheap as chips in today's market. Good bedroom sizes, decent amount of living space, and opportunities like this are being sold, and I think are decent opportunities to consider. Of course, it's a contrarian play once again. And when you look at the rental return, this one is about $450 per week. It's sort of an older red brick unit, but it's still acceptable to consider. You have $410 for a 1x1, $450. So really around that $450 sort of price point as well. And so when you put the numbers in, $520, stamp duty is a bit higher, around $27.30k. It's not really $500, it's around $470 is what I would say. So you're getting around a 4.79% yield. In a very similar way, if you have a 10% deposit, it's around negative $11,000. If you have a 20% deposit, it's going to look a bit better on the cash flow side of things, around negative 8k. And so the yield is not too bad, not overly great, but there are opportunities out there that can yield you better, around that 5.5 to 5% mark. So you should definitely be on your watch list. And so I do think that opportunities like this in West Footscray and Kingsville in the Melbourne metro area are opportunities for you guys to consider at this point in time. If you're looking for affordable, contrarian, higher yielding opportunities, these are the markets that you could be looking at. So if you have any questions at all, jump into the private community. It's $40 a month, guys. It's cheap as chips. You can get the advice that you need to help you purchase the right investment asset going ahead. And if you haven't already, jump into the newsletter as well. Till next time, thank you very much.